What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here as promised. We have finished leveling up our storm, and we are currently testing around with a few mods on the in the excuse me, the Scourge. Here, I'm running a brain fart here, but yeah, as you guys can kind of see here, I've been kind of stuck on Node 2 with my 8.6 mil team, and now we've got Storm leveled up. And yes, she is only she's less stars than JJ, but I've tried out several variations, and I do feel like this is possibly the best combination. The only drawback to this is the fact that we don't have JJ's energy, rejuvenation, and of course as well, she also applies immunity and debuff removal as well, which Storm does not have. But she has a lot of damage that she brings to the table, and I think this will work out here. And we're going to go into the gameplay so you guys can kind of see what I've been struggling with. And then we'll also go into the gameplay aspect of what we achieved with Storm. Okie dokie. So we're going to go in here. I've sped up the footage a little bit here because I think everyone's gotten sick of looking at this node. So what I've been currently doing was I've been trying to get some more points on the leaderboard, but of course I'm limited by my own star levels as well. So of course, it is kind of what it is. But we do kind of get through these early on nodes and set ourselves up for the basically for the second wave, and we want to make sure we can get enough damage in to Jeff the Land Shark. Because the problem with this node is if you don't take care of Jeff the Land Shark, he will wipe your team out, and that's not fun for anybody. So as you guys can kind of see here, we're slowly trickling down, and this is, I feel like overall the non-storm version is a very, very solid team. There's lots of buffs, lots of energy. There's damage. There's a good source of defense, heals, everything, right? And it does look like it is a complete team. And I mean, it is, right? The only unfortunate thing is I don't have the stars, right? I don't have the stars to sustain the stats, and I'm sure some of the guys that are finishing in the top parts of the leaderboard, they've got diamonds on their Daring Warriors, and there's no question about it. That would complete the team, but unfortunately for us in this case, our Speedball, Night Thrasher, and of course our Eclipse are severely underleveled at 4 stars apiece. And so I wanted to see if this would make an impact by changing one character, from our JJ, who's already, I think she's 3 diamonds. We change her to Storm to see if it makes any impact, and I will let you guys watch the footage anyways. But yeah, I've been struggling with this node for a good chunk of a day and a half now, so I was pretty excited when we got Storm into the game, so then we can finally start trying our magic with it. So Jeff drops, and of course we do what we do. We focus on him and we apply all our negatives, and of course as well we try to get everything on him and try to do as much damage. But unfortunately, you guys can kind of see here, it's not cutting the mustard. So yeah, so he does his his thing, and then he knocks us out. So again, right, we're gonna try Storm, and again, just as recap, we are actually going into a weaker power level. So what that means is we are gonna have to see if it actually makes an impact, right? Does this 3-star 3 red Storm make too much of an impact? And I'm gonna run this at the normal speed so you guys can kind of see the gameplay of it as well, so you guys see. I think right from turn 1, it's nice because we get that slow. The massive slow is nice, and then of course we throw in the the special there. Now keep in mind now, because Storm is replacing JJ, we don't have that energy that we would normally get. So what that means is moving forward, we need to be careful of our energy reserves, and we also have to be very careful of also keeping everybody else on track, right? Like making sure you got your cooldowns, you also got health, you got your your positives, right? All that good stuff. So we throw the ult here, and we try to get rid of the buffs. I think this is, like I said, this is very straightforward stuff. I think if you guys have played this node enough times, you'll know that you focus on certain characters. I focus on Green Goblin. I don't know if that's the strategy or not. That's kind of what I do, and it seems to work every time. And the wave one isn't the hard part. It's the it's the second wave. Oh my gosh, it's the second wave for sure. Now, keep in mind now when we start dropping some of these guys. I like I said, I really like Storm because you can definitely tell um, she she adds a little bit of the speed factor because she's literally our fastest character. Her speed is 133, and if memory serves me correct, I believe Daemon is 134. So she is literally right under him, and yeah, that's very very fast, especially for newer characters. So again, Daredevil doing his thing here. So Daredevil, I've actually tried subbing him out as well instead of JJ, and it did not work so well. His damage is just too good. You can't skip his damage, especially on this node where you kind of need the damage output. So it kind of is what it is. But we will have to see if we can take care of Jeff the Land Shark, then I feel like we can also take care of Note 6, which has the Mephisto, because I still feel like, in my opinion, Note 2 is harder than Note 6. And then Odin is the last node for Note 10, and that one we'll have to see how it goes here with Storm as well. But once I get there, I'll get some testing for you guys so you guys can get some value out of this video as well. Now, having said that, as you can see here, this is kind of where once you take care of the Green Goblin, then you just have a couple of stragglers. Honestly, these guys are not that scary. Leaving Doc Ock and Lizard, I feel like, is probably a safe course. Just because, yeah, they don't do too much there, and yeah, Kraven's pretty squishy. So take care of Kraven, take care of Electro. They're not gonna give you too much grief. I actually like Doc Ock because he does a lot of deflecting. And when he deflects, he mitigates a bit of damage, and it just keeps him longer on the board, which helps us out, actually, because then what that means is it gives us more time to get our ability back up. Because, like I said, we don't have JJ's energy reserves that she usually brings to the table. And, of course, as well, this team thrives on energy, right? You absolutely need their cooldowns on maximum effort. Now, what I will say is this. I've played this node enough times to know that you guys have to make sure you know whose turn meter is coming up here, right? Like, obviously Storm's always going to be the first, and then Eclipse is shortly after because she's the next fastest character. Having that turn order in your head is going to keep things very, very good for you, because then you kind of know where their turn bar is. And then you can see on the board, right? You can see that, Daredevil's next. But then if you drop the wave here where Daredevil doesn't have any speed bar filled, this is going to be an issue, because then some of the characters may take more turns than your characters when the next wave drops. So this is important, and this is kind of why I leave Electro last. Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Electro. It could be Kraven as well. Then you just know she's one tap away. Next wave drops. We have Night Thrasher here, which is fine. We can throw the special, so we get all the deflect and the death proof, and then Daredevil takes his first turn. This is important because you want him to apply that slow to Jeff. And already right now, if you recall from my earlier footage, I think we've already done enough more damage than we did in the last one. So this is important here. This is important. And another thing is, you also need to make sure you can stun some people off as well. Like, for example, Hive Mind or anybody that doesn't have the immunity. This is where Storm comes in handy, because she can strip the immunities, and then now we can do some ability blocking here. This Moonlight Wrath is good as well, because what we see here is a situation here where some of our characters are blinded due to the mods I added on, so it makes it a little more difficult, but more points. We throw the ult here so that we can get the defense up and some heals back up. This is just to help us out a little bit, because we know Null's going to do his thing, and we want to make sure we can just get blocked off a bit of damage there. Now, unfortunately, Night Thrasher does not have his ult, so this is what I was talking about, where you can definitely feel the energy is not the same, right? But luckily for us, we do have Daredevil up first again, and then he does some crits there and takes care of Jeff. And then once Jeff is down, this is where things get a little funner, right? Now we have to worry about the other guys, and this is where Speedball can do his ability block. Having him as a skirmisher here will come in handy so that you guys can control the board easier. It just allows a higher, greater chance to land that ability block. And now we can use maybe the special here. But of course, she's blinded. Like I said, I have that. I have that mod where when you use your special, it blinds your characters. So obviously, if you don't have that mod, it should be a little smoother for you guys. But I'm trying to get some more points here, and yeah, we couldn't get through it with the JJ combo. But so far, so good. Looking good there. Again, now we have the special here, so we can throw that and flip all the blinds, get our immunity back up, get some other buffs, get some safeguard as well. And our team's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good shape. I do get quite a bit lucky at the end here as well here in terms of someone not dying on us, and you'll see that in a sec here. Um, if someone does die though, keep in mind, if someone does die on the second node, remember, we still have JJ on reserve. So if you lose a member of your, and preferably a member that you don't want, like for example, if you lose like Storm, you may be okay. Maybe JJ can sub in. But yeah, I was kind of like hoping, okay, well, if somebody dies, maybe I won't be too upset. So again, we have the alt ready to go here, and what we decide is, do I use it or do I save it? And of course, I opted on using it because I said to myself, or not using it, sorry. I said to myself, we need to get the death proof and we need to get some deflection back up because our character's health is low. So that's the reason why I didn't go for the alt. Of course, as well, you want to make sure that you can get rid of some of these baddies here before they take a turn, and that's why I was kind of going for Superior Spider-Man. And we, like I said, we do get a little lucky here because nobody dies on us, and yeah, this is gonna require some RNG as well as like I said, some timing and some luck. Never hurts. But on top of that as well, if your characters are more than 4 stars, then they may have a higher chance of survival as well here. So obviously mine are pretty weak. So I haven't seen anyone to do it with a 3 yellow yet, or 3 stars. But the 4 seems to be the lowest right now that I'm aware of. And I know Rage has 5 yellows. But yeah, 1 star, I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but I do feel like in the grand scheme of things, it would probably help. And of course, as well, if you have diamonds or if you have characters up beyond the 5 stars, that's going to definitely make things a little smoother for you guys. And again, like I said, I was kind of scared that we would lose one, but we got really lucky here, and you'll see that once we take care of Null, look at that, just a sliver of health, right? We got, like I said, we got really lucky that Speedball didn't die on us, and right here as well with Scorpion, he could have went for Speedball, and I was like, oh, okay, well, too late. It is what it is. But luckily for us, that was not the case, and we do end up getting back to Eclipse's turn, so she can give some heals. Yeah, we throw the Altair. It doesn't. You know what's funny is she does not heal that much, which is kind of crazy. I wish she healed more, but it is kind of what it is. Yeah, then once we get some little health back up, we can slowly take our time with Scorpion. Always leave Scorpion last. He's nice and easy. He's slow. He doesn't really do all that much other than applying some negatives, but we have immunity, so it really doesn't work on us. And then yeah, Daredevil just basic. Save all his cooldowns. We might be a little off on our next node here because of the fact that I believe Night Thrasher's cooldowns are far from ideal. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes here. We do have the cleanse from Eclipse as well, which is going to be able to give us 2 energy. So maybe we'll be fine. Maybe we won't be. We'll have to see how it goes here. You should have the ult ready for Night Thrasher so he can cleanse on the Accursed team. But like I said, we'll have to just see how it goes when we play egg on it. We do get it done, like I said, on this node, but I might have to reset it and try it again later when I'm feeling more up to it. But I just wanted to try it out and see if it works. And hopefully you guys saw the difference there between Storm and JJ. So, yeah, again, here's the roster. You guys can take a look at it. Level 110, Daredevil, everything's T4, 3 diamonds. JJ we kind of skipped over, but we've kept her as level 105 as well. Again, we got Night Thrasher 110, tier 20, and Speedball level 110 as well, tier 20. Eclipse level 110, tier 20. Oh man, so many tier 20s, eh? And of course as well, Storm Mighty, tier 20, level 105. I could probably bring her up to 110, honestly, but yeah, right now she is still a baby, but I've been quite impressed with her. And unfortunately, like I said, we are lacking quite a bit of stars on the the Daring Warriors. So hence why we had to bring these guys up a bit and bring them up to tier 20 as well. Now I know Rage, my boy Rage, he has his Daredevil tier 20, and I think he has his Eclipse. But other than that, he actually has his, or maybe it was Night Thrasher. Crap, I don't remember now. He has a video on it, but yeah, he only has 2 of these guys at tier 20, and then the other ones are all tier 19. So do check out his gameplay as well here. Everyone's got different style of it, but obviously, yeah, I'm gonna test around and see if I can get to node 6 and see if Storm makes a difference. Other than that, guys, do let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about her, if you guys are enjoying her so far, or if you guys are just trying to get her unlocked. But other than that, I will do some more testing for you guys, so you guys don't have to do it yourselves. And of course, save you a little bit of gold as well here to see if she's worth it or not. Other than that, hopefully you guys were able to get some value out of it. Thank you for your time as always. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Saturday, and have a lovely weekend as well.